Hello again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video 79, I believe. In this video, I will show you to use and work the rotation part of this template site by using the JavaScript and images. This is what you see here, this rotation right here, which I've shown you already. So I'm using JavaScript function called setInterval, and the setInterval, you already saw the set. What was that? setTimeout, and this is the actual. This is the setInterval right here. We're going to be using that. And the difference between the setInterval and the setTimeout is that the setTimeout execute the code only once after the specified delay. Remember that? But because it was calling itself, it continued. Okay? But basically that's what it is. While the setInterval, which is right here, executes the code repeatedly at a specified interval, which is like, in this case, 6 milliseconds. That's what this is. I took the liberty, so I have it over here on the actual site, the big one, which I'm gonna give with color coding. Remember I mentioned it, but I took the liberty of breaking the actual JavaScript into a file, which I'm gonna put in the description, right? It's going to be .js, and I'm going to do it as a .txt. And I also took the actual website, this right here, like from here to here. I put it in a separate file too, which is what this is. Remember, I kind of showed you to start rotation section. This is the HTML stuff. This is what you see here. Right, and this is the actual picture. See this picture? Basically, if it wasn't for the JavaScript, you only have this picture right here, because I'm just showing it right here. But the JavaScript is going to replace that with a bunch of pictures that you already have created, and you put it in the same directory where your PHP and JavaScript will sit. That's basically what that is. And of course you got your little button, which I kind of showed you right here, that goes right back up. And what I did was I took a website, broke it down into little pieces of images of a real financial advisor that I use. Very good person, man. So I'm gonna retire pretty darn good. So basically that's it. So let's go to the actual JavaScript. See, what happens is, if I'm in the right place, yes I am. What I did is I created a variable. Remember, var means variable. You can even keep it like this. Always do this, and then you can kind of use it like this. You say var I will be 0 because I'm only that's just making it into a 0 to clear it out, you know. And then I'm gonna create a variable called whole element. And of course, remember I told you before that you can actually read the actual, where is it? Where's the ID in this one? Where is it? Image, right here. The ID is image for this image element. As you can see, it says it right here. It always saying is, I want you to get that. I want you to get that. This window, and put it in a variable because you're going to be using it. Then you're going to create an array, a regular array, not an associated array. It doesn't have a rocket, what is that, rocket ship symbol like this, right? Doesn't have that. It's just a regular one. You put the first, it starts with a 0 index because that's how it starts. And it works your way to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 index position. And you're going to make it an array. So now you're going to find out what's the length of that array and take away 1, because when it does that, it'll count as, of course, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it'll take the account and make sure that it's 1, because it's going to start with 1. And then what happens is you're going to run the function. Excuse me, I need to clear my throat for a second. Excuse me. You're gonna name it rotate image. That's all. And of course, you're gonna take remember this what you did earlier. You found out where that spot is, and that src means the source. And if you look of your image, this is how it's called, src. That's the actual source of an image. And what you do is you're looking for that, and then you're gonna replace it with this one. You're gonna replace it with the first one, second one, third one, and that's what this is. I equals 0, and that means this one. If I is equal to 1, it means this one, because index in an array starts with a 0, the 0 index. Then what happens is to find out, hey, if I greater than the length, and if it ain't, add 1 to the I, and continue running the set interval rotation of 6. It does that. Sorry. Actually, this is not doing anything yet, because it's what is it? Function. It just sits there until you call it. Set interval. This is the rotate image. That's the actual name. Where is it? Right here of the actual function. This function will use this information. Okay, so you don't have to put this in here, because otherwise it's like it's gonna keep doing it, doubling and doubling. You know what I mean? Looping through it. You don't need that. You just have to do this one time. This stuff here, because you're looking at each one, then those are ones the thing that's gonna loop. Anyway, it finds out what it is, it replaces it. That's all it does. It replaces the next one and the next one and the next one with these pitches. This is why you get different pitches. See? Different pitches. And if it ain't, then when it's done, of course, it finds out, oh, okay, is greater. This equal to 0. That's it. That's it. So it sits there for a little bit. Now remember, set timeout. If you wanted to loop through it, you need to call itself. Remember how I showed you that? In this case, you don't have to, because the set interval will do it for you. Every 6 milliseconds, please run this, and it'll do it. It does it so fast that you know, that you think it's happening. That you know, it happens so fast you don't have to worry about it. Let's put it that way. This is why this stuff here always sits outside of the function. Otherwise, you'd be running this, and it's kind of like starting all over again. Anyway, this does it. Then every 6 seconds, run this, finds out what it is. If it gotten to that point yet, not yet. Okay, replace it, which is why you get different ones. That's it. That's the only thing. That's all I got. It's so easy, so simple. You can even do this in a PHP way, but it won't be like this on the client side. It will be kind of weird, because then it'll go out there, replace it, come right back in, and that will take resources. And that's why it's better to do it in the JavaScript side. That's why it's best to do it in JavaScript, right? Anyway, we reached the bottom. We reached the bottom, and when you get a chance, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you think I was going too fast, or you give me advice, put it in the comments below. Again, I'm going to put this information in the description so you can keep it. Well, that's about it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.